Setanta Sports, the only place to watch every game of UEFA Euro 2012. This program is brought to you by the new Adidas My Coach Speed Cell.
Now spanning 124 years, there's been many a story along the way, and more than a few tales of the unexpected. Unusual circumstances may surround this latest derby, but there was always going to be something riding on this. There's never been an Old Firm game that didn't count. Glasgow doesn't matter. The temperature is about to hit the 70s at Ibrox. Hot and bothered. The 398th Glasgow derby is almost upon us. Every chance it will grab us and grip us vice-like. 90 minutes of intense suspense ahead. It is Derby Day in Glasgow, when you hope for the best, but you fear the worst. Atmosphere as usual. Rangers were severely depleted at Dundee United last week, but they have a very different look to them this week. Their big hitters are back in town. Stephen Whittaker, Torin Goyan, Carlos Bocanegra and Tata Papato return. And Tony Aluko is in from the start. There's an Old Firm initiation for 19-year-old Rhys McCabe. It's only his third appearance for Rangers. Celtic make 3 changes from the League Cup final. James Forrest hasn't made it. Gary Hooper's only on the bench after a dead leg. And Kelvin Wilson also drops out. There's a first taste of the Old Firm experience for the Korean Shah. His fellow countryman Key also comes in. And Georgios Samaras is back in the team. Anthony Stokes starts a Glasgow derby for only the second time. Lafferty, out since the turn of the year, is on the Rangers bench. Gary Hooper has scored 4 Old Firm goals for Celtic, but he hasn't trained all week, hence he's just a sub. Scott Brown hoping to lead his side to the title today. Celtic have clinched the title in Ibrox twice before, in 1908 and 1967. In that momentous year, the Lisbon Lions went on to make history. 2 years ago today, Neil Lennon became manager of Celtic, and now he's on the brink of his first title as a manager. He won 5 as a player. 1999, Rangers clinched the title at Celtic Park. The boots could be on the other foot today. 28 years ago today, Ali McCoy scored the last Old Firm hat-trick. Amid such turbulent times, Rangers want to give their fans something back today. But for Celtic, clinching the title at Ibrox is as good as it gets. Too good an opportunity to miss. We shall see, Davey.
Yeah, I'm just trying to hear myself thinking. I think even by the peculiar standards of the Old Firm, Ibrox is absolutely rocking today. I've never heard it this noisy, and hopefully the players will give us a game to remember.
Celtic seeking their 100th league victory over Rangers. If they manage it, they will be champions today. Rangers have lost their last 3 games at home. Never in their 140-year history have they lost 4 in a row at home. Here's Aluko. Wallace chasing, but Thomas Rogner across.
Well, I think Rangers' system will certainly give Lee Wallace and Stephen Whittaker a far higher starting position up the pitch. It's just a matter of whether they can pin Celtic back. Got to say, I'm surprised that Samaras is playing wide left in the Celtic side. He's a much more obvious outball, much more obvious target for me if Celtic are going with 1 up.
An Old Firm debut for Rhys McCabe. He takes that throw. would-be champions, more will-be champions. It's just a question of when. Is it their destiny today? Rangers know they simply must delay the inevitable. If it's got to happen, they don't want it happening here. Both teams wounded, Rangers off the pitch and on it lately. Celtic denied a treble last week when they lost the League Cup final to Kilmarnock. Here's Victor Wanyama for Key. Charlie Mulgrew seeking out Stokes. Away by Bocanegra, but not that far. Scott Brown is on the scene with his opposing captain, Stephen Davis. This is Key. And now Rogner.
It's more or less a flat back four Rangers are going with now. That may be because Ali McCoy said a look at the Celtic side. Anthony Stokes up on his own, and he wouldn't want three centre-backs playing against one striker. So at the moment Stephen Whittaker's taken a one step back, more or less a flat back four.
Here's Lee McCulloch leading the line and taking a sore one early on. Key. McCulloch back on his feet. He rarely stays down for long. This is his kind of game. Played at the back last week, now up the front.
Well, that's the right idea for Anthony Stokes. Anthony Stokes will want it up the outside of the centre-backs. But I don't think he's going to win too many if they're played up in the air. They're going to have to be really precise, Celtic, if they want to get him into the game.
McCulloch flicks it on. Luko chasing. Away by Rogner, but only to Edu. McCulloch. And Luko! Brilliantly stopped by Char.
Wow, it's great link-up play from the front two. All came from Lee McCulloch winning the first header. Ronya did well here, but as it comes back in, great first touch here from Aluko, and Chad did brilliantly to make the block.
McCabe's corner. It's Whittaker. Davis. Papach. Lee Wallace. Met by Rogner. Now Scott Brown. Even by old firm standards, the atmosphere inside Ibrox is pretty special.
That sure is. I mean, the normal rules apply here, Ian. You know, for every player out there, it's a matter of getting through the first 5-10 minutes without making a mistake, and certainly without conceding a goal. Just want a couple of safe touches of the ball and try and settle into this. But you can see already, I mean, it's frantic, it's frenetic, and it's going to be a big test for the referee, Callum Murray.
Rogner for Char. Rare start for him. Bocanegra. Goyan. Davis. Needs to go back to Whittaker. It's his first game since Christmas Eve. But needs must for Rangers. Old firm game for Callum Murray. He'll be hoping for a quieter one than his last one. He sent off 3 Rangers players in the Scottish Cup last season.
Well, you just got to hope that he gets the big decisions right, and he's not going to get everything right. But you know, I say it every time, that the game will be as difficult as the players care to make it for.
Papach. Edu. Bocanegra. Towards McCulloch. Always game for a battle.
Right, he's a great outball. You know, Rangers can go high to Lee McCulloch. I don't think Celtic can go high to Anthony Stokes. You know, he'll give either full-back a diagonal. If Rangers have the ball in the right-back position, he'll be in the inside left channel and vice versa. He's a terrific target. He's not going to run away from you, but Rangers will play for second balls off him.
pitch. Usually rather vital, only twice in the last 72 league derbies as the team scoring first lost. Papac progressing nicely. Samaras had to get back and help, and here is McCabe. Why not?
I think Fraser Forster knows it's going wide. There's no extension of the arms here from Forster, but tell you what, the youngster certainly got his foot through it here. Samaras back, doesn't really get it safe, and there's plenty of zip on the shot. Forster knows it's going wide, doesn't have to use his hands here. It's a very decent effort from the kid.
Only his third appearance for Rangers. Players wearing black armbands today to show their support for Monarch's Liam Kelly and his family. McCabe. Wallace. Rather wild from Wallace.
Well, I said, you know, Stephen Davis going beyond there. If a Luco does come short, then Stephen Davis will go long.
Celtic had a torrid time early season, and he was under pressure. 3-0 down at half-time at Kilmarnock. They came back for a point that day, and their season was soon transformed. Well, he's had an eventful first season as Rangers manager. We're hoping things can only get better. There's a free kick.
It's a free kick to Rangers. I think Callum Murray should have been letting the game go there, because Lee McCullough did brilliantly at the other end to win it. He may have felt it was a head injury there to Goyan.
The big Romanian will take this free kick. Whittaker. Tracked now by Samaras. Whittaker. On his cross in, away by Mulgrew. McCabe. Corner.
Yeah, good spot by Callum Murray. You can see even after the first 10 minutes how much Rangers are up for this, determined that this isn't going to be Celtic's day on their patch.
McCabe. Big day for everyone. McCabe's corner doesn't clear Key. Sent back by Davis. Away by Rogner. Papac. That's cannoned off Stokes. Key's onto it. Offside Stokes.
Yeah, Goyan did well. He could see the ball, he could see Stokes. And he knows he can step up with complete certainty here on the right-hand side, Goyan.
Luco, definitely a threat. Still going. That is just brilliant. A goal for Luco. A goal for the fans. A goal for the cause.
Well, you've got to say that Celtic have been undone by some terrific footwork from Sonny Aluko there. The lovely little nutmeg gets him clear. This nutmeg here on Ronya gets him in behind. Jack can't get round. Takes it away from Mulgrew. Still had it all to do. And it's a super finish. And sometimes you've got to hold your hands up. And Celtic have just been done here by a terrific piece of skill.
An early goal for Rangers. Something to smile about. Ibrox Stadium is moving. Three sides of it anyway. Sonny Aluko came on and impressed at Dundee United last week.
that, Neil Lennon. He's got Samaras through the middle now. No surprise for me in that.
Here's Stokes. Able to tee up Ledley. Wanyama. Scott Brown. Charlie Mulgrew. Pressure from Edu. He's escaped his clutches, and this is some run. Wanyama now. Key. Fellow Korean Cha does have a burst of pace.
That's a good tackle by Lee Wallace. Got just enough on it to take the pace off the cross.
Luko, 5 goals in his last 8 games. Again, but it's a desperate delivery from Whittaker. Samaras is away. Isn't he just? Samaras opens it up. Samaras looking to follow Iluku. Stokes! Over and out.
Well, terrific save from Alan McGregor initially. Wonderful play from Samaras. At his very best here. As he beats young McCabe here, I think he must have been thinking about bringing him down. Allows him to run on. He gets Bocanegra squared up. He's good enough to go round him. Well, it's a terrific stop from Alan McGregor, and Stokes just hits it into the ground a little bit too much. But this is why Samaras is in the side. And you wonder why Neil Lennon doesn't get it more often from him.
McGregor, the most experienced Old Firm campaigner on the pitch. Preserving Rangers' lead for now, but it is a corner, and you can usually rely on Charlie Mulgrew to send in a good one. And it goes from Mulgrew. McGregor made it his. Davis away now, but Char's covering. Turns it to Mulgrew. Lovely little pass here for Stokes, and it's another sensational save for McGregor.
Terrific save. Bocanegra's got to get tighter on Stokes. Backed off here as it's played into Stokes. Look at Bocanegra. Just backs off, allows him to turn and get the shot away. He's got to go and squeeze here, the Rangers centre back. Having said that, terrific touch from Stokes to open his body up.
Nearly, but not quite, but a terrific response this from Celtic. Keys corner. On McGregor again. Retrieved by Stokes though. It's going back in. Out by McCulloch. He's under fire. Under pressure. Coping with it.
I think he's doing the right thing at the corners. There's so much traffic in front of him. He really doesn't want to try and take anything into his gloves. He's doing the right thing, getting both fists onto it.
Mulgrew. Wanyama. Little Matthews playing at left back. Joe Ledley out wide at the moment. Here he is. Ledley's crosses are good and Papac's dealt with it.
Scott Brown looked favourite. What a good cross. Terrific defending.
Meantime, back up the other end. Lee McCulloch. Only Luko with him for now, although Lee Wallace has made giant strides to get there. Corner.
Yeah, that's the right decision. Jack got his toe onto the ball there. Rangers looking for a free kick. They broke so quickly. Again, it was Lee McCulloch that provided the outball down the left-hand side.
corner, away by Mulgrew.
As the ball's played, as it's knocked up, the first ball to McCulloch is offside. Took a terrific touch again though to make that half yard.
Rangers weathered a mini Celtic storm. Now they're having another go themselves as McCabe tries again. It was brave from Rogner. Could easily have got a boot in the head. Papac. Davis, McCulloch, nearly for Aluko, and goal kick this time.
Well, Celtic have got a real problem with Lee McCulloch, and the two centre-backs are going to have to stand up to the physical threat of this man. Now, this is a moment that Sonny Aluko won't forget in a hurry. He takes both centre-backs out of the game, nutmeg to lose Ronya, could have hit it early here, takes Mulgrew out of the game, and he's got his head up as he applies the finish. It's a wonderful piece of individual skill.
A goal of his own making. Goal that has got Rangers going and has got this Old Firm game going.
Very tight, we're in line with that. Pat, did he get up in time? That's the question. It's a good run by Stokes, good offer. Pat on the near side, as it's played, well, he's well onside, Anthony Stokes. Pat gets off with one there.
Took the job 2 years ago today. Stokes. Brown. Wait for others to arrive in the box. He's up against Bocanegra anyway. All the way through for the Celtic skipper.
That's okay, that's better from Charlie McGrew. Just took Lee McCulloch under the ball. And for the first 15 minutes or so, Lee McCulloch's been bullying the two centre-backs.
Key for Brown in some space. The quick tip for Chava.
Oh, I had to play early, otherwise Thiago's offside, runs offside. Trying to get him in as early as possible. Difficult in a straight line to get the weight right.
He has won 5 of his 10 Old Firm games as Celtic manager. Alongside him there, who used to either score or get sent off in Old Firm games.
Again, it's back to front to McCulloch. It might not be pretty, but it's certainly paying off for Rangers right now. Anytime the ball's knocked up, Lee McCulloch looks favourite.
Lennon raging with his defence. Luco, Wallace. Side that lost 9-0 to Celtic. Just had his payback moment. McCabe switching it to Whittaker. Target from Stephen Whittaker.
Well, gets into that part of the pitch, he's every right to take the shot on. Again, it's a good switch from young McCabe, who started really well. Matthew's always showing Stephen Whittaker on his weaker foot, and that's why.
First game for 3 months for Whittaker.
Rangers a bit busier in terms of attempts, but more crucially, they have the breakthrough.
Kicked on by Brown. Ledley, Stokes. Ledley held up by Whittaker. Edu. Matthews. McGrew. Samaras. Yama steps in briefly. Whittaker. Luko. Threatening again. And he's picked out Lee Wallace.
I don't know why he goes with the inside of his foot. He should be smashing that back across the keeper. Luko took a long time to get his head up to spot the run. Eventually he sees him. He's got to hit that with everything he's got. Goes with the inside of his foot, never gets over it with any conviction. And that's a very decent chance wasted.
Wallace, who had an early effort, ruled out in the last derby. The ball just appeared to cross the line. Stokes. Ledley. Wanyama. Key.
We've seen him once or twice finding the top corner from that range. Rangers wouldn't be wise to back off him.
Well, if they don't manage to secure the title today, they'll have another chance next week, and we'll be at Celtic Park when they take on St Johnstone. That's from 12:30. Stokes, Wanyama, Rogner, Jar, Brown, picked by Papa.
Yeah, that's a good turn by Scott Brown. No real natural wood in the Celtic side today. They're going to miss Young Forrest.
Brown, by McCabe,
who's made a very impressive start to the game, the youngster. And the position he's playing today is for an experienced pro, sitting just in front of the centre-backs. But he looks very comfortable so far.
They had to use him at right back last week at Tyne Eisenberg, so played there in the youth team. Rogner. Out by Goyan. Davis now for Whittaker. Gabe. Chasing, and so is Charlie Mulgrew. Rangers a goal to the good, a really good goal from Sonny Aluko. By Sharp. Throw coming from McCabe towards McCulloch. That is the plan. Wanyama was grounded. Callum Murray saw nothing wrong. McCabe again. It's fouled by Wallace on Sharp.
He's quite happy to be tripped here, Chap. He's got a problem otherwise. He's locked into the corner with nowhere to go here. Free kick will do Celtic nicely, gets him out. This is where Celtic have got to do what Rangers are doing and just go back to front. From this kind of situation, Samaras is an obvious target. Concerning Ali McCoy's face, but he must be delighted with what he's watching so far.
Out by Bocanegra. go for Stokes.
Well, he's going to knock it back across the face there, Anthony Stokes. I don't think he can score from that angle. Scott Brown did brilliantly to find any kind of cross here. Is Stokes going to score from it? I don't think so. I think he's got to try and find Ledley.
Collects the target again. He's won it again.
Good knock down again. Aluko should be reading that.
Celtic's League Cup final defeat last week was their first loss in 27 domestic matches. Away by Wanyama. McCulloch now, and Aluko. Lee Wallace joining this attack. And Aluko has found him. It's a foul on the edge of the area, it's seen. What colour is the card going to be? It's red for Char. He's off. Celtic, a goal down, and now a man down.
Well, the contact certainly looked outside the box. Wallace makes a brilliant offer here. And the Celtic fullback is always the wrong side here. As he leans in, well, it is a goal-scoring opportunity. It's a lovely pass from Aluko. And if he's not brought down, Lee Wallace is in for a shot there. Always that half yard ahead of the Celtic player.
Game over for Char. 17 red cards in the last 21 Glasgow derbies. It's that kind of match. An intriguing free kick for Rangers. Izagirre could be coming on for Celtic. There's a bit of movement concerning that as we wait for this free kick. Reece McCabe against the wall, bounced off Brown. Izagirre will be on shortly. Murray even got a touch. And Yama has booted Aluko, another free kick.
He's just trying to keep a lid on it here, Callum Murray. Into the midfield from Aluko. Samaras for that matter.
Further out, same taker. McCabe, the team.
I'm just trying to fizz one in with a bit of dip on it to make it awkward for Foster. Been playing for a spill as much as anything else, and no shortage of support there had he spilled it.
And Doyan is in bother here with Callum Murray. He's had a bit of a set to in the afters of that free kick.
Well, in the meantime, it gives Neil Leonard a chance to make the change here. This will be Adam Matthews to right back, Izagirre to left back. Who comes off? That's the question. It's a nice bit of top spin on that young McCabe. Heavy work over the Celtic keeper. Happy with the challenge from Goya.
Well, Anthony Stokes is going to be taken off here. How ironic, only his second Old Firm start, but Leeds fast after Charles' red card. Izagirre on.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult to see what else Neil Lennon does. I mean, Samaras gives him a much better outball. If they're down to 10 men, they're going to have to go back to front at times, and in that respect, Samaras has to play up top.
No complaints from Stokes there, who's waited so long to start a Glasgow derby. The only other one he began was early last season. each other. Now Davis. And now Aluko. Rangers hungry for a second. Aluko blocked.
Did well, Charlie McGrew. He's a Gary, just a lack of concentration. Ball slipped under his foot. And Aluko looks so lively. But this is a huge decision for Callum Murray. The question here is the pass getting away from Lee Wallace, or is he getting on the end of it? If he's getting on the end of it, it's a goal-scoring opportunity. And I think, but for the challenge, Lee Wallace is getting the shot away there. And I think Callum Murray's got it spot on. Always the wrong side there, Cha. Clumsy challenge, but I don't think Callum Murray had a choice.
Celtic are going to clinch the title today. They're going to have to do it the hard way. Down to 10 men. And trailing 1-0. Just knew Rangers would be so very fired up for this, and Scott Brown has given McCulloch a bump.
I don't think it was much more than a bump. I think that's why Neil Lennon's getting involved needlessly, I'm going to say. I think we'll find that Lee Wallace is fine. Lee McCulloch is okay here. Scott Brown certainly had a nudge up, no more than that. And the big fella's back up on his feet and on his way into the box already, no surprise there.
McCabe. Whittaker. McCabe again. Papach. Aluko. McCabe. Davis. Aluko. Wallace. Plenty to talk about for Neil Lennon and Alan Thompson. Slay plans, Rex, an Aluko goal and a Char red card. Here is Samaras though.
Samaras was held there. I can't believe he didn't get the free kick, and neither can he. And that should have been a free kick as well.
It's going to be called back for a free kick, is it? No. A free kick for either of them. Charlie Mulgrew. 10 minutes to half-time, and as usual on these occasions, it seems to have flown by. Key. Zagire, who won so many Player of the Year awards last season, but has been injured for much of this season. Ledley's cross.
You only had Samaras, and that's going to be the problem. Getting company up beside Samaras. We Celtic do get the balls in the wide area. Scott Brown's got to come off the right-hand side there, come in back post and give him a little bit of a help there.
Davis. And again. McCabe for Wallace. Key. Yama. Samaras chasing. Bocanegra too. Samaras has scored twice in the New Year fixture here of 2011. Adam Matthews preparing to launch this. The nearest target is Wanyama. Matthews again. Brown. And an effective clearance from Davis. Put back by Brown. Could have been left from McGregor by Bocanegra.
Well, I'm sure he got a shout there, but you can see what he's suggesting. He never heard it, and in this atmosphere, I'm not surprised.
Yes, it is a bit noisy. Another long throw for Matthews. Brown. McGregor made sure that he got there.
Well, an equal share of the ball so far. That will change because Celtic won't see as much of it now they're down to 10. I think with their 50%, Rangers have done a bit more with it than Celtic so far.
Edu. McCabe. Whittaker. Collock now for Edu. This is Papat. Celtic. McCabe. Wallace.
Well, it's another terrific switch from young McCabe, who is running the game from that deep position. He's switching it for fun.
Wallace. Papat. Over McCulloch, free kick.
Yeah, the two Celtic centre-backs have really had a problem with Lou McCulloch. They might have a problem here as well.
Luko provided some individual inspiration for the goal. Unable to do much with that free kick.
The first mistake he's made in the match. Very lively, and he's the type that, you know, the early goal is going to do wonders for his confidence, and he's the type who needs a bit of confidence in his game.
Great take from Samaras, taken out by Papat, was it? No, apparently. Samaras bemused. McCabe.
It was tripped here. Papat's just saying he got his toe onto the ball. Just takes the inside here. Oh, he certainly brought Samaras down. He may have got a toe onto the ball eventually, but it was a free kick.
Celtic certainly had a point there. Wanyama. Segure. Ledley, Wanyama. Scott Brown now. Celtic eager for a response before the break. Samaras. Handball. Ironic applause.
Well, he knows he's in for a really hard shift in what's left of this game, Georgios Samaras. Up there on his own now, and at times looking pretty isolated.
Luko, challenged by Mulgrew. Ledley turned into trouble though. McCabe, Whittaker. Almost gave Ledley a glimpse. Davis. A surge from Rangers. Lee Wallace. Edu. Okay, relishing his role. Whittaker. Wanyama intervened. Zagire. Key.
Well, look how deep he is, Key, and Johan Mjällby has been on the touchline, trying to get the back line further up the pitch. At the moment, for Celtic, the game is too long for the midfield players to support Samaras.
Brown on a collision course with Stephen Davis. Key, Izagirre. Still going.
Did the half bit, Izagirre made the half yard to the cross, then poor delivery. No problem for Alan McGregor.
Papac. Luko. Scott Brown passed that out to Luko, who was unimpressed.
Well, he did smash the ball into Luko. It's the follow through that's a concern of Luko. And Lee McCulloch, who's letting Callum Murray know all about it as well. Scott Brown's just got to walk away there. The last thing Celtic need is another red card here.
Yeah, he's going to have a word with Scott Brown, I think. And of course, they had a touchline bust up with Neil Lennon, rather infamously, last season. 1 minute minimum stoppage time.
Well, he did the right thing. He doesn't know where Samaras is there, the American. He did the right thing getting it safe.
Mulgrew now. Izagirre. Showed a red card to Char after he denied Lee Wallace a goal-scoring opportunity. Rangers so far resisting Celtic's title advantage. Half-time at Ibrox. Rangers 1, Celtic 0. A glorious goal to give Rangers the advantage here, and they were given a further advantage when Char was sent off. Typical of Rangers to offer such resistance to their rivals. They've certainly been a team together over the past few years. It brought them 3 successive league championships. Celtic will win this title. Rangers are desperate to ensure that they do not seal it at Ibrox. Continues as Rangers start the second half. Babbage now. Bocanegra. So far by Lee McCulloch. Let's hear from Ali McCoy. He's with Peter Martin.
Ali, what's the message to the players after that first half performance?
Well, really more of the same, Peter, but we don't want to sit back and wait for the game to come to us. We need to proceed and be very, very positive. Obviously with the one-man advantage, it's important we keep all our players on the park. That's what we've said to the boys, but at the same time we must go and win the game, not sit back and hope to win it.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Celtic unbeaten in their last 21 league matches, but run is under severe threat. We haven't had a yellow card yet in this Glasgow derby, but we have had a red for Char. manager's call.
Yeah, they certainly did. I think it would have been a pretty short team talk from Ali McCoy. I think it would be much criticism. They haven't done much wrong here. I just think Celtic have got to try and close the game up and try and make the game a little bit shorter for the midfield players. I don't see how they can support Samaras from the deep position that they're taking up.
Davis up towards McCulloch, who's up against Mulgrew. Zagiri, who came on when Shaw was sent off, replacing Anthony Stokes. Mulgrew. Whittaker. Caught by Joe Ledley.
Well, Neil Lennon would have had something to say if Joe Ledley hadn't put his foot in here. The free kick.
Just did win the first Old Firm game of the season here, 4-2. On the days when Stephen Naismith and Nikita Jelavic were scoring goals. Aluko.
He's right at the top of his game, and clearly the goal just gave him so much confidence. And this is a player who feels he can get a shot away every time he picks the ball up. He's playing in that terrific position where he's not been asked to defend. He's been told to go and find space off Lee McCulloch.
Now we understand that the Celtic manager Neil Lennon has been sent from the dugout for something he said to the match officials. that time by Mulgrew.
Grappling with Izagirre, it will be a free kick to Celtic. Yeah, they've got to get the two centre-backs up here. Izagirre has got to knock something into the back post here. You know, Celtic, an open play, are going to struggle now. Set pieces that they've really got to try and put Rangers under pressure.
We can confirm that Neil Lennon was sent off after an altercation with Callum Murray, and he's now watching the game in the media room here at Ibrox. Key moment, it's a key free kick. Celtic's need is urgent as Key sends that one over the head of everybody.
I'll tell you what, Stephen Whittaker took a big risk. He's at the wrestling there as the ball came into the box. Let's watch Stephen Whittaker on Ledley here. I mean, if Callum Murray sees that, he could be pointing to the spot there. Needless challenge from Stephen Whittaker.
Champions in each of the last 3 years, they will have to relinquish that crown this season, but maybe not just yet. Whittaker. Papach. McCabe. McCulloch. Here's Edu. Taking Rogner with him. Screen by Wanyama. McCabe. Here's Whittaker. Aluko. McCabe. Papach. Edu didn't give up on it. Papach now for Wallace. McCabe for Whittaker. Rangers probing with Whittaker. Oh, Wanyama! Went in, 2-footed, he's on as well! Celtic about to dive in! It's a red card for Victor Wanyama now!
Look, you're not going to get away with that these days. You would have got away with it when I was playing, but not under the current rules. Leave the ground, leading with both sets of studs. Tackle that he has to make. Stephen Whittaker is facing his own goal here, and why he's gone in with 2 feet I'm not quite sure.
Murray showed 3 red cards to Rangers players in the Scottish Cup last season. He's shown 2 to Celtic players here, Char and Wanyama. Derby Day in Glasgow with 9 men, and they face this free kick, which Aluko looks like he fancies. Davis also over it. Ibrox is rocking. Aluko! It was nearly rocking a little bit more.
It's a super effort, I'm not quite sure. Celtic have got 3 solid in the wall, and then Scott Brown a yard to the left. Not quite sure what they're trying to do there. But he's almost found the top corner there, Aluko. Oh, he gets a really late move in the ball. Leaves loads of leather on it. Just wonder if Fraser Foster's getting there. Touch and go.
Aluko's goal, still the difference. But there is another difference. Celtic with 9 men. Now Mulgrew. options, including McCulloch. It loops onto the roof of the net rather than in it.
Well, Ronnie eventually got round the back. I think he should be tighter on Lee McCulloch here. Just watch Rovner there, he can see Lee McCulloch, he's got to go a little bit earlier to the ball there. Did well to make the block eventually, but I think he should be tighter here.
McCabe has done an excellent shift. Seemingly feeling the effects of it now. Kyle Lafferty is going to come on to make his first appearance since early January. Lafferty back for the run-in. He's going to take the place of McCabe.
I'm assuming it's Grant, either that or it's a bad knock in the back of the calf, and maybe it's tightened up. Yeah, change is going to be made. Either way, he's had a very good hour, young McCabe.
Scored in the 4-2 win over Celtic here in September. That's his only Old Firm goal. He might get one or two chances to add to it though, as he makes his long-awaited return from injury. It's been frustrating for him, not being able to play a part. And Rhys McCaig has certainly done enough today to suggest that he has a very bright footballing future ahead of him. The Ibrox faithful applaud the efforts of McCabe and welcome back Kyle Lafferty. Been a long wait for this corner, but it's coming. Luco takes it towards Lafferty.
It's got a little bit too much on it there, Kyle Lafferty. Problem here for Celtic, and at 1-0 down, no matter how much Rangers are dominating the ball and possession, the game is not over. Celtic are still in it, but they've got to try and hold the ball a little bit better than they are at the moment, and if they can, try and get further up the pitch.
Thompson in charge on the Celtic dugout with Neil Lennon sent off as well. They may have their troubles at the moment, but they are forgetting them for this 90 minutes, that's for sure. Celtic have had Char and Wanyama sent off, and their manager Neil Lennon sent off. Two sides of the divide. Still only the one goal in it though, and as long as there is, Celtic have hope. Although it's such a big ask for them now. Davis and Uzagire.
It's been interesting to see what Celtic do here, whether they put the centre-backs up, because I think even from this deep in the pitch, you know, Celtic are, they've got to ask the question of Samaras is up there on his own. There's nothing he can do with that kind of service.
Instructions now.
Two Celtic centre-backs will be relieved to see Lee McCulloch now playing holding position midfield in place of young Rhys McCabe. It really has been a handful for the two centre-backs this afternoon.
Davis, Whittaker. Bocanegra, Papac. Luco didn't make the run. Papac expected him to. Refusing to budge, refusing to accept that Celtic could have clinched the title here.
aspect, but nobody going beyond them. And the likes of Scott Brown and Ledley, to a lesser extent Key, who's sitting deeper, but certainly Ledley and Scott Brown have got to gamble. You know, if the ball is knocked up to Samaras, they've got to go beyond them and play for second balls.
Wallace. Goyan now for Whittaker. Davis. Whittaker. Davis held up by Key, but Whittaker can try again. Dispatched by Mulgrew. Only to McCulloch. Now Aluko. Rottner's header.
I just wonder if the sun caught his eye there, judging by the shadow, the sun is in his face here, wasn't it? Just a misjudgment.
Aluko. Given a better angle by Whittaker. Glanced away by Brown. McCulloch. Here is Whittaker. Way over the head of Lafferty.
Well, he's played in these games often enough, Ian, to know that the job is not done yet. Not at 1-0. Rangers need that second goal.
Minutes to go. Smith watching on. Such a great record in Glasgow derbies during his 2 spells in charge. Might be rather glad to be away from the pressure of it all. There's Matthews. Celtic with a pile of problems on the disciplinary front, with 2 red cards for players and 1 in effect for the manager.
Yeah, a chance to put it in the box, and I think every chance that Celtic get now, they'll play that diagonally.
There's Rogner, potential target here for Mulgrew. Rangers teasing the Celtic support with their celebration. Take this, out by Edu. Aluko. Davis. Here's Lafferty. Back in action. And he's skipped away from Izagirre. Lafferty!
Well, he's got a choice, because Aluko is breaking his neck in the central area to offer support. He did brilliantly to spin Izagirre.
Escape the clutches of Goya. Here's Whittaker. Suddenly Aluko has a problem. That's a foul by Key on Davis.
Yeah, no complaints from Key. New Celtic were shot at the back. Stephen Davis was going nowhere there.
Aluko toiling. He's going to be replaced, I think. Victory would mean so much to the McCoyston Rangers. After all, they have been through. And they have been through so much. Andy Little started the last few games. He's going to come on. He actually started an Old Firm game a couple of seasons back, but didn't last very long. Played at right back, but did his hamstring early. Edu. Chris Commons is coming on for Celtic as well. Whittaker. McCulloch. McCulloch. Still over 20 minutes to go. Davis. Nearly for Lafferty. Grew. Stuck his leg out. That's a foul by Lee Wallace.
Yeah, it's a good run by Kyle Lafferty. Of the type that you're not going to get from Lee McCulloch. In behind the two centre-backs. Lafferty gives him a different problem.
There's Commons. A shadow of the player he was last season is going to take the place of Key. Commons hasn't scored in his last 25 games after netting 14 in his first 20 for Celtic. I'm just going to check Rangers as to whether Aluko can carry on, so that change will hold for now. Just in case. From Samaras. Tidied up by Davis. Papach. Davis. And again. Edu, Whittaker calling for it. Edu has other ideas. Luko now. Does find its way to Whittaker. McCulloch! Forster has to make a double save as Whittaker followed up.
Well, he did well. I don't think he can call up. The first save certainly not a mistake. This is a terrific effort from Lee McCulloch. And dipped just in front of the Celtic goalkeeper. Did well to get it wide. And was back in his feet quickly enough to make the second.
But he certainly left his mark on this game. A wonderful goal to give Rangers the advantage. He's replaced by Andy Little. Started the last 3 matches and put in a good shift in each of them. Very first start for Rangers in 2009 was in an Old Firm game. As I mentioned, he was injured early on and had to go off. Whittaker. Lafferty there, and Lee Wallace there! And Andy Little just on! Scores a goal! How about that for making an impact? Rangers have put on a show! A show of defiance!
You've got to say that's just about job done for Rangers now with the 2-goal and a 2-man advantage here. I just wonder why Celtic don't clear the first cross. And again, it might have something to do with the sun in the eye. Totally misjudged by Ronya, under pressure from Lafferty. Broke beautiful. I tell you what, you've got to get round the back to have a chance. And it's Adam Matthews who's standing watching here as Lee Wallace gets away from him initially. As it comes in here, Adam Matthews flat-footed as Wallace made the run, and there's nothing Foster could do about the last chance.
A little goal, a big goal. It has extended Rangers' lead over their rivals, and almost certainly made sure that Celtic will have to wait to clinch their title.
Scott Brown a favour, but this could be a long 17-18 minutes for Celtic. Rangers have got men over on either side of the pitch now. There's an out ball for them anytime they want it. Wallace out in the far touchline, Whittaker hugging this touchline. They're just trying to make the pitch as big as possible.
Scored. He was foiled by Forster. Andy Little managed to follow up.
believe his luck, Andy Little. All came from Lee Wallace getting away from Adam Matthew at the back post. Oh, is he offside? I think it's Lafferty who certainly got the glance on it. Wallace may have been offside. Little asked no questions. Good pressure from Lafferty on the Celtic centre-back. Great save from Foster, nothing he could do about Little's effort.
Samaras has caught McCulloch.
McCulloch doesn't see him coming. You can hardly say he's attacking the ball there, George Samaras. Never in a position to win it.
Over an hour to go. Celtic with 9 men. Shah sent off. Wanyama sent off. And Neil Lennon ordered from the dugout. Moment on Derby Day in Glasgow. Just what they wanted, just what they needed really. Little scoring seconds after coming on as a sub. Commons. Aguirre's throw. Celtic fans are getting as good as they're getting at the moment. Lily now for Brown. Free kick for Celtic. A chance to answer back. Commons. Commons again. Staring at their first SPL defeat since October. Rangers on the prowl again. Davis has got Wallace alongside. Foster denied it last time, but not this time. And the message from Rangers is clear. You are going to win the title, Celtic, but you're not going to win it here.
Well, you know, slack square passes very often put you in trouble. And that's what happened here. Charlie Mulgrew finds Adam Matthews, who I don't think wants the ball. That pass there, it's a heavy first touch. Wallace wins it. Look at the appetite he's got to make an offer to Stephen Davis on the outside here. One touch enough. Well, I said this might be a long 17 minutes or so for Celtic, and it certainly is now. Oh, he's screaming at Steve Davis, and the way of the pass is such, he doesn't have to break a stride. Any doubt about the outcome now has been well and truly settled by Lee Wallace.
This is his day, this is their day. Lee Wallace, that's something to remember him by as he comes off here to be replaced by Salim Kirkar. Way to go, Lee. An emphatic victory for Rangers. They have done everything that was asked of them. Aided by some ill discipline from Celtic. Before had Celtic clinched the title at Ibrox. It's not going to happen a third time. Davis. Little. Kirkar just on. French Algerian started the last 3 games. Didn't get anywhere near the team last season, but it's a different story this season for Rangers, of course. Here is Kirkar.
be fair to Callum Murray, the referee, I think he's done his best today to keep his cards in his pocket. I don't think he'd have a choice with either red card.
Yellow shown by Callum Murray, but of course he has shown 2 reds to Celtic. And sent off the Celtic manager.
What he's given here, Callum Murray. Samaras certainly had a nudge on McCulloch as he went to win the first header. That's the second one. Only McCulloch's high with his elbow there into Scott Brown. Interesting to see what I think he's given the Rangers way. The first one Samaras on Lee McCulloch that he's given.
We're into the last 10 minutes. Ibrox. The sun has been shining and it's been hot in other senses as well. The players always fully committed to their cause. Lee McCulloch and Scott Brown. Commons over this free kick. Brew was trying to nip in round the back, but Rangers having none of that, cleared by Goya. McCulloch still off the field. Matthews preparing a long throw. Samaras in the mix. It's a corner. To get back on at the same time. They do. Commons corner. There'll be another one.
Yeah, I think it's Bocanegra who won it at the back post.
Corner for Commons then. It's another decent one. Turns up just over. That was close for Rogner.
Yeah, it's a good corner. I thought Charlie McGrew was going to win it first off. Rogner comes in late, just can't quite keep it down. Slightly behind him. He's a fraction out.
Celtic home to St Johnstone. And we'll be there with them a week today, although Rangers go to Motherwell before that. Needing a victory there to keep Celtic waiting further. Scott Brown having a nibble at Stephen Davis. Papach for Kirkar, screened by Matthews. Papach, won back by Commons. Mulgrew, powered back by Goya. Little, who scored with his first touch. Fouled by Edu.
Yeah, still terrific pressure from Morris Edu. 3-0 up, 6 minutes left, the game's won, but just wasn't prepared to give it up, and I think if anything that sums up Rangers' attitude today. If you really want to separate the sides, Ali McCoy's side came out the blocks flying. quicker over the pitch, won more tackles, just looked a bit more hungry for it.
They may be losing their grip on the SPL trophy, but they haven't lost how to play on Derby Day. Fired up beyond belief, and it showed from the off. Determined that Celtic wouldn't clinch the title here. Celtic plugging on with 9 men, with their manager having to watch from inside the annals of Ibrox. 5 minutes to go. Matthews has had a promising first season with Celtic after joining from Cardiff. He'll get the chance to send another long throw in towards Samaras. Matthews launching in, and Scott Brown jumped to the head of the queue. Edu. Commons stopped it reaching Davis. Whittaker. Zaguirre. Commons. Scott Brown. Which has been the criticism of them in recent times. Lost the League Cup final last week, and now being brushed aside by their Glasgow rivals. Samaras, though, is taken out by Bocanegra, and that is a penalty.
Oh, it's a red card.
It's got to be, hasn't it?
I had to think about it, Callum Murray.
Bocanegra is trying to walk away from the scene of the crime, but he's off. It is a red card for Carlos Bocanegra.
Well, it's certainly a goal-scoring opportunity, isn't it? I've got to say, Samaras did brilliantly to win the first ball and make the chance for himself. Just caught from Bocanegra coming in from the side. Once again, Callum Murray is spot on with the red. Terrific peak from Samaras.
He was waiting to check that it was Bocanegra and not Whittaker who had made the challenge. Bocanegra's out of the Motherwell game next week. Scott Brown. Celtic's new penalty taker of late, and they needed one. They have missed 5 of their last 6 penalties in the SPL. Surely just a minor blot on the Ibrox landscape.
Yeah, it's a good penalty from Scott Brown, but it'll be absolutely no consolation for what's gone before here today. Super penalty, just opened his foot on at the last moment. And even a keeper as quick as Alan McGregor couldn't get there.
Desperate for a decent penalty taker for a long time, and the answer was there all the time with their captain. So just the 3 red cards, and one of the managers ordered off. Such is life on Derby Day in Glasgow. Here's Little. Zaguirre now for Ledley. Brown. Last minute of the 90. Some run from Scott Brown. Samaras. It's Whittaker to contend with. He's done well considering he hasn't played since just before Christmas. The day before Christmas, in fact. hoping to start a party. Far from it. The Rangers fans have a little party of their own. Though the Celtic fans won't be too put off, their celebration will come, their title will be clinched, but it's still sore to lose like this to your fiercest rivals. Commons, terrific challenge from Papac.
Yeah, sure was. Not for the first time either.
Rafferty losing out. Commons. Sneak that past Whittaker. Nearly passed over by Whittaker.
It would be interesting if Celtic scored here. Brilliantly to get past Whittaker initially. Setting a tumble there and should be able to wrap his foot around this Chris Commons.
Still a couple of minutes to go at least. Can Celtic snatch another goal? Thomas delivers well, and they can, and it's Thomas Rodner who's got it. It's 3-2 with a couple of minutes left.
Well, would you believe it? I'm not quite sure who he gets away from back post. It's a super header though. Arrives here late, he's actually on the back foot, but boy, does he get his neck into it. Kerkar that he gets over, nothing Alan McGregor could do. Wow.
Who'd have thought it? Celtic seem down and out, and time is certainly not on their side, but they're back to 3-2 from nowhere. Tale of the unexpected again in an Old Firm game. Will Celtic get another chance to snatch such an unlikely equaliser?
I think they just want one chance of putting it in the box here.
Whittaker is going to get a free kick off Samaras.
Well, to be fair to Samaras, he just wasn't for giving it up, but he's let Whittaker off the hook here. It's exactly what Stephen Whittaker's looking for.
Gary Hooper coming on for the last few seconds. You never know if he gets a sight of goal. Joe Ledley has gone off. But the 4 minutes of stoppage time are nearly up, and Rangers understandably are in no rush here after an admirable late rally from the 9 men of Celtic. That's quite circumtable, but nearly there. Another engrossing encounter between the Giants of Glasgow. It's over. Rangers have done what they had to do. It was all that they had left to do. This may be Celtic season in the SPL, but Rangers have had a day in the sun. Andy Little came on and scored with his first touch. Either side of that, Sonia Luko and Lee Wallace put Rangers 3 up. Celtic scored 2 late goals, Scott Brown's penalty, Thomas Rodner's header. But they finished with 9 men, and their manager Neil Lennon was sent from the dugout. Rangers, well, they finished with 10 men, but they have delayed the inevitable. They made sure that Celtic didn't win the title here at Ibrox, and in the Pride Stakes, that will do for Rangers at the moment. They'll cling to that. It finishes Rangers 3, Celtic 2.
This program is brought to you by the new Adidas My Coach Speed Cell. Setanta Sports, the only place to watch every game of UEFA